Hi Walter, how are you doing?
I'm good. Hello, welcome to Assemblyclan. Come on in.
Your studio space looks really nice. Who usually comes in here for photo shoots?
Usually for my own campaign shoots, for studio rentals as well. So there are like celebrities coming in, KOLs coming in, hair makeup artists, stylists, like you name it, we have it.
Who's the most famous person that has ever walked through that door?
To give a politically correct answer, it would be my grandparents. So my grandma, who is famous on TikTok, she came in before. Stormy, come in.
What's the weirdest request you've ever received?
The weirdest request, we actually had a request to paint some of the walls entirely green, but the request was rejected.
Does changing the space inspire you as a photographer?
Yeah, I think so. Because like every 3 months when we change our sets, it gives us new areas and new sets to work with, so we can come up with different kind of content.
How do you play around with the space and furniture that you pick?
Like usually I will try to make sure that each set change will have a very different tone. So for example, this time around you see there are a lot of woody tones. The previous set was a bit more on neutral and white tones. Yeah, and if possible, last time I used to change like maybe bedroom over there, living room over here, and then kitchen somewhere else. But recently I started to fix the kitchen set there. So there is still possibilities to turn this space to a living space, and then the living room space to a bedroom. Yeah.
Do you ever take a fat nap after lunch?
Actually, I don't. Like I'm usually very focused during work day. I don't even have time for lunch. So this is my kitchen set. What's interesting about this kitchen set is that this island is actually movable and it's a working induction cooker. And these lights, they are actually RGB enabled. So we can control the light colors. So this is extremely helpful because sometimes if you want the tone to look a bit warmer, and we can set it to warm tone, and then if you need it to be fully white, then it'll be cool tone. Yeah, so we do hold some parties. Sometimes I will randomly cook a mee hoon kueh for my team, and then have them like try out. To the next set, let me show you my living hall set. I actually wanted it to feel very grand because of the high ceiling that we have in our studio. So we built a high big fireplace. We don't actually burn logs inside, it's just for show. And then we have a sofa from J Edition right in front.
Why did you choose that particular sofa from us?
So I chose this sofa because the color palette is very neutral. So if you can tell from the set, everything is very white, brown, beige kind of tone. So this fits perfectly, and I thought the fabric is kind of interesting also. There is this stitching in the fabric material. What's interesting is also this armrest. We can actually like twist it around. Let me see. So there is a safety catch here, so when you press it, you'll be able to turn it back to armrest. So this is the side with the armrest. The other side will be the side that has the armrest down. So you can easily extend up from 4 people to like 6 to 7 people depending on your size.
Cute dog. What's his name?
His name is Stormy. Hi Stormy, say hi. Say hi.
It must be nice having a furry friend accompany you while you work.
Yes, of course.
Would you trade your dogs for 20k?
20k, let me consider. No, I'm kidding. No, I will never trade anything for them, and like they keep me sane for me to earn more than 20k.
Do you ever worry that your dogs will scratch the furniture?
Yes, actually that is a legit concern because when they play around, they can get quite rough sometimes. So it's important to choose material that can withstand the scratch. I always try to pick like fabric instead of leather, just because it's more long lasting.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about your furniture spoiling. That being said, Do you think you want to have a J Edition furniture in your future home?
Of course, I'm waiting for Sam and you to hit me up, yeah?
Just curious, if you could have any animal in your studio, what would it be?
Oh, if you got any animal. This is interesting. Maybe a zebra. I think the black and white would really fit well with our aesthetics.
You've worked with many big brands before. How's your experience with them?
I think initially when I first started working in big brands, it was a bit daunting. But over the years, as we start working with more and more big brands, I start to get used to it. And if they trust you to do their work, you have to, be calm and make sure that you deliver your standards. So usually for big brands, I work with my agency, my entire team to help me with that. Otherwise, it won't be possible to do it alone.
Well, we wish that you only get bigger and more recognized. Do you ever find your job as a photographer tiring?
I guess sometimes if you work for long hours, physically it can get tiring. But during the work, it's the adrenaline that keeps you moving. But after the shoot, I will just KO on my bed.
We imagine it to be very rewarding, especially since this is your passion and your own company. Speaking of photography, who do you think is the hottest celebrity?
Hottest celebrity? I think Bella Hadid is rather hot. And also because I feel that she is someone with substance, not just appearance-wise. She speaks up for certain causes that she believes in. So I think that is really admirable, and I hope I can shoot her someday.
We agree too. Last but not least, you must have done a lot of shoots here before.
Tommy.
Out of all of them, which has been your favorite thus far?
What is my favorite shoot in a studio? I guess maybe it would be shooting my grandparents for my first photo exhibition, Dreamland. I had them over just last month, and we actually projected the sea waves onto this backdrop that you are seeing. And then they were standing here, and we had a fun time shooting and laughing over my grandparents.
That's really sweet. It's heartwarming to see such a close bond between you and your grandparents. That's all the time that we have today. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. Sure, let me show you to the door.
We hope to see you and your brand grow. Waiting for your next big work. Bye!
Bye-bye.